All right, let's get into a game. Ah, the Fire Badger. A very good pack here. I'm surprised it has so much HP. Like for me, like I would take this even with like 2000 HP, I think. Maybe not that much, but yeah, just so good. So we don't need the storms to deliver fire. We just need some slots for the Fire Badgers. Could even go Fire Badger round one, but probably want some chaff. Um, so guess we go with the do we go with the fangs or do we go with the crawler? Because we're just thinking about if we light everything on fire, like what's less likely to die? Probably late fangs, but then that's not helping us with the like tanking for the rays. So I think we just go with this just so they tank with the rays. Would put them in these spots. See if there's anything here. Maybe we could do this. Maybe we could do this. Don't mind it either way. This is probably okay. Um, Probably this is better. I think this is good too. All good. I think I prefer something like this. Do these arc lights need to be so forward? Probably it's okay, right? In this case, it's very good since opponent is super standard here. Missile spec, okay. Well, we didn't account for the missile spec. We should have looked at a specialist and probably should have chose a little bit better positioning for the storms. But we don't care too much. I mean, the Phantom Rays might die because of the fangs behind, but yeah. Yeah, that's my mistake. You didn't even look at the specialist. In fact, I don't even think we looked at what our opponent was. We'll just skip here. Phantom Ray time. Question is, do we put him here or here? Probably behind here, I think. Just because there's nothing really to... There's nothing here that we really need to attack quickly. Okay, so he goes for this. It is slightly good that we went this a little bit far behind. I feel like if it's too forward, it doesn't go backwards. Where is he gonna put the Rhino Assault? Probably, yeah. It's not gonna work for him, I think, unless... Okay, there we go. Problem here is still the late fangs. He's also got a marksman to deal with the Phantom Rays. Love our arc light positioning. It's doing so much, being slightly forward. The fangs are almost a little bit too late here. Here they're in a really good position. All right. Not sure about the tower timing here. Can we get him? Nope. How did he one-shot us, though? We just took some damage, I guess, from the fangs. All right, additional deploy looks really good. I think we have to go with that, even though it's kind of going to upset our tempo a little bit. It's got the missile strike again. It's kind of annoying, but... Yeah. I mean... We're gonna have to put these, like... Alright, let's just go for the additional deploy. We can always, like, go for chaff on his flanks, kind of thing. Alright, so what do we do here? Do we sell out of something? Probably, right? Just because of the missile? I mean, they're still doing quite a bit. It's just that The missile number 1. Number 2, we need the money. Could just go 3 Phantom Rays after this. So is he gonna... What is he gonna do here? He's probably gonna go for the other one or go for this one. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch you by the toe. Blah, 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 blow. Okay. Guess we go like this or no? Still, it's gonna get hit by the missile. That's the problem. So maybe we put the first one in the middle. Like, we don't want it to go too fast forward, I guess. Maybe like this. Yeah. Fortunately, that was the wrong prediction there, but we will sell both packs. I wonder if we get shield first now. The additional deploy is good for both of us. This is not great. I think if we lose this round, it's not going to be like the most damage. Yeah, 400, maybe 500 damage. Not the end of the world. We're just getting set up here. This is not amazing, I think. Overlord is great for him. Wasps is... Mustang is... I don't know. Mustang's good into the Wasp, I would guess. But the Overlord's the best here. I mean, this Typhoon's the best. I think for sure. So sell out of that. Place the Typhoon somewhere. And you're gonna have to go fire or shield. Guess if you go boats, then we just get out of this. Just click oil. So first thing I think is just set fire. Right, first step is just to set fire. Second step, see, confirm he's got the boats. Then we start getting out of the Phantom Rays, start getting to the boat counter. So we still need to have, like, I think at least another one. So let's click oil first, or no? I think we have to, because, or how about this? Why don't we do this first, just to see what he's going to get into? Guess this is okay. See what he's going to get into. We'll click range here. Get another one of these. Maybe even 2 of these. And yeah, upgrade this. This will be fine here, I think. Alright, so it's the Wasps, which means, you know, we could go... I think we just go for oil. We abandon this, the Phantom Rays. Just click oil. Maybe we can start selling out of the level 2 one. The ground's going to be on fire. He still has the sledges. No repair tech, no armor tech. They will be slightly vulnerable to the fire. So then the main threat actually is just the Wasps. We can go forts actually into this. If he's just gonna go into this, we can go forts. But I don't think we just buy more forts right away. I think because forts are expensive. We can't afford the forts right now. Smoke bomb is interesting. I think we just skip here. Probably start selling out. Probably don't upgrade. Let's just click the oil here. We'll upgrade these guys for sure. And let's get more of these guys, I think. And do we start selling out of this guy? If we do, what do we do? Just get another one of these? Maybe. Do we just downgrade it? No. I think it's almost too much. Too many, I don't know here. Kind of don't want to get more Phantom Rays. Can't really sell out at the same time. Do we just go for some chaff here? Something like that. All right. Nice flank for him. Gonna end up burning some of our own chaff probably. No. It's just a very nice it's a very nice distraction. Wonder if he's gonna start getting out of the must. It looks like he hasn't committed to the wasps, interestingly. It's very smart for him. Thought he was gonna commit. But we also haven't hard committed into the typhoons. At this point, it looks like we can build more Phantom Rays, but it's a dangerous game because Phantom Rays are not amazing into the wasps, so he can always commit into the wasps. So I really like his play. All right, he's waiting for the drop. We for sure get the fortress. We don't click AA, but let's just get it. It's going to be good against all of this stuff. And I think we need to consider maybe going into shield and more of these. If he's not going to commit, then we just keep going Phantom Race. I think we can get another one, no problem. We won't click any tech yet, I think. I mean, even forts in general are pretty good. Into what he has. Well, we kind of need shield, but let's just get another fort here. Maybe another chaff. Maybe missile this. So we don't really want to keep delaying this. All right. He has started to tech into his wasps, which means we may not want to go Phantom Rays shield. Now I think we go for... We could go for range on this, but Fort AA is probably okay. Maybe range is better. Not necessarily, since the Typhoons are kind of... we don't want it to necessarily outrange. The Typhoons should be behind the forts. Maybe we go Rocket Punch. Thank God we still had some Typhoons left over here. I'm not quite sure if it is AA Barrage here. Might just be Rocket Punch. Could go Absorption on this. 39,000 damage. Maybe not. Skip. Let's upgrade these guys. And let's upgrade the forts maybe. Maybe go range on the fort. Just don't know. I mean, maybe go instead just click this. I don't know. Kind of feel like these guys kind of a dead end with the Phantom Rays now. Kind of want to get into mass. I mean, he's going to this. I think we go range here. Or maybe Rocket Punch here, actually. And do we start selling out of this guy? Maybe. Let's get another fort. could go for another Phantom Ray, just repositioned. Like, I don't know if here's better or just leave it there. I mean, maybe just here. All right. Ideally, we can get the fire, so the rocket punch will go into the so it's not going to get wasted. Yeah, the shields are kind of concerning here. Maybe rocket punch was bad. For sure is bad. Okay. It's an interesting problem to solve. Like, I didn't think this was going to go so badly for us. I think we skip here. How much damage do these guys do? So quite a lot. So I think we need to click this now. And yeah, I think these guys are only just there for the oil. I think you just have to keep going forts here. Maybe click range on top. Good thing we have the oil here. Maybe we just oil this side. I guess it'd be better to oil like this. Definitely start borrowing temp range. Probably like defense here. And a missile. Maybe not a missile. Maybe missile this. Can we sell something? I think we need everything. Maybe sell one of these guys. Probably should have put a missile down here as well. Okay, now we see the EMP technology. It's not great to see the EMP, obviously. Now we're double tech, but we do kill the some of the wasps. However, maybe we need to just click. Maybe we just need to click the. All right, we're winning this. We don't win the game here, I think. Kind of close here. All right. Wasp swarm is good. Not for us, I think. We need to skip here. Or are we gonna go wasps with like shield or something? It's not gonna be great into this. We're gonna start selling. Or do we just shield these guys? Don't feel like shielding these guys is gonna do anything though, because it's gonna die to the marksman. Or is it? Kind of feel like, okay. It's either wasps with shield. I'm just worried about this. And what is the wasp with shield doing? Nothing. I mean, it is doing something. But into this, I think we might want to upgrade all this though. Is that smart? And I don't know. Maybe just keep going forts. Like we're in a really good position here for forts. Let's maybe missile a couple things, but let's try to missile some things here. And do we just do chaff on the flanks here? Oops. All right. He's got all his missiles. We have our little... Our missiles went down. Very nice rocket punch. I'm surprised at how effective that was. Now we have some of our wasp chaff coming in. This is a big, huge shaft problem here. Looks like we're kind of good on this side here. Yeah, it looks like we're winning this, unless we lose our anti-air, but we still have the still have this fort here. Okay. That was crazy interesting. You know, that rocket punch, you know, I don't know if it's good or not. I mean, it is definitely good, right? It's, you know, we saw how much it did, especially when you have so many. Like, it's got to be good, right? And I was just thinking, like, what's better, range or rocket punch? Because usually you go range, right? I'm glad I didn't invest into the air units. Maybe that was like would have been an overplay. Did he go more wasps or something? All right, out of curiosity, let's test a couple things. Round 8 is when we went for the anti-air missile. Let's see what happens if we just click range. We'll upgrade it. We'll do everything the same. And borrow. Did we do a missile or something on this round? I think we did some missiles, right? We did like a missile here. Did the oil here, I think. What else did we do in this round? Didn't upgrade any phantom rays. I don't know what else we did. I kind of forgot here. It's the same price, the range, right? It's 100 more. We might have gotten one more for it. All right, let's just click range. Yeah, let's just click this. Let's just see how this does. Now, we might lose our anti-air here because we only have the typhoons. And the range is going to be, the typhoons will go in front and die. So, maybe that's a mistake. Maybe we just need to click. Yeah, I should probably start selling this, but it's a little too late now. Probably should have sold that and just clicked the anti-air spec. But let's just see how this plays out. Probably not going to be so well because we're not dealing with the anti-air. All our anti-air dies. The forts probably get EMP'd. Oh, wait a second. The anti-air does not die yet. Okay, the last bit of anti-air dies right there. So we don't win the round. Presumably. Okay. So anti-air is better than range. Obviously, because we cannot deal with the wasp. But I mean, I don't think we can click both, can we? That's just too much money. Can we? No, that's just too much money, I think. All right, so let's try range again, but let's click this, upgrade this, maybe even get another one here. 300. Can we afford to get another one? Maybe if we sell out of this, we can. Not sure if that's the correct play, though. We also won't have the temporary range. But let's just see. Now we have something dedicated for anti-air. and we have more of a like anti-tank, anti-ground unit. Obviously the Typhoons are going to be walking in front of the tanks, which is very not good. They will get disabled pretty quickly, which makes their anti-air ability a little bit worse. But we don't have that much anti-air to deal with. There's only like 2 Wasps left here, which is going to die. So now it's purely fort into this army. Doesn't look that great here. I don't know why that. So this did way worse. That's shocking. You would have thought, okay, this does better. All right, so we know what worked. Our original plan was the best plan. Looks like this rocket punch is better than like range, right? I mean, because we added range and we saw what that did. All right, out of just in pure insanity, let's try to tech both of these guys. Now we did like 3 forts of damage, right? Let's do this and this, and let's just see how many we can build. Probably just one more after selling something. We can even get range here. We won't be able to upgrade the fort, which I think is okay. I think we want to just click range here. Okay. Fire Badgers might actually be too far behind. It took a while, but these guys were addressing this. That's why these guys came late. So this looks pretty good. Yeah, the rocket punch is like crazy. But the problem is the EMP. EMP well, okay, I thought we were gonna win that huge, but then all of a sudden, all right, this ended up very badly. So actually, you know, we might have done like one of the only possible things we could have done to win that round. We won by 1500 damage. That's crazy. I don't understand like how we like so range, clicking range was like the absolute fatal flaw. It was like just wasting, I guess, 500. It does very little because once they're fighting the sledges, then it's useless. However, once this, I suppose, if the EMP wears off, then the rocket punch still triggers. You would imagine, right? So maybe that's why the rocket punch is better than the range here. It's so good, I guess, that we clicked range, and is there anything to look at for round 9? Like, was there any other scenario? I was thinking about like maybe going for like some shield wasp play just for his chaff, just so we could soak up shots from the marksman. I was also thinking about going shield on the phantom rays, but I mean the phantom rays aren't going to be doing too much. They can't break through the shield. Why don't we just try that try the shielded wasp play, especially since we get the wasps, right? Now we won't level up the wasps, or do we? I don't think so, right? Because we need money for like the like we need money for the fort upgrades and everything. Maybe we sell out of something. I think we need to click range for sure, and probably start upgrading some of these forts. What can we sell out of? Let's just start upgrading. Upgrade this. We need to sell out of something that's worth 200, but I don't think so. I think we still want the missiles, right? We want a missile here, and maybe upgrade this. Maybe sell out of this guy. Just out of this. Upgrade this guy. 50 left over. It's kind of what we ended up doing last round, more or less. So let's see how this does. Question is our wasps too far back? The good thing about the wasps being far back is that the enemy wasps don't target them immediately. Like right here, they're just cleaning up our wasp pack here. So if it's still getting cleaned up, even though they're all this far back, that means that it wasn't very effective. So, okay. So that ended up horribly. Wow. I mean, this just goes to show how close of a game this was. Like, one wrong decision cost us the game. So we definitely don't go into Phantom Rays. I mean, even though he didn't click the aerial spec, which is something we expected. Okay. So the range actually, at this point, is better, is needed. That is so interesting. Yeah, I mean, like, it's so interesting. So the wasp swarm or shields on the Phantom Rays do not act as chaff because his wasps, which he's adding more into, it's very curious. Why does he go more wasps when we already have like 9 fortresses? Like, is there something that he could have done better? Because this was super close. Maybe he was anticipating us to go more into the Phantom Rays. It's super interesting here. Like, for him, what would you do if you were him? Like, I mean, can he really outscale the fortresses? And we do click range on the fortresses, right? Or no? Or do we just add more forts? So, wait. Did we click range at the end there? So we didn't even click range. Okay, okay. So, that's super interesting. Yeah, so obviously the flanks were pretty effective. The missiles are the rocket punchers are kind of working. Thank God we had something to take care of this. This is a huge chaff problem. We need to be careful when we pull the chaff because like you could have this very awkward angle coming in. I think it was the pull that probably won us the game because we were able to clear out this middle. His army was kind of split into 3, whereas we were able to kind of just like bulldoze in the middle. And again, that rocket punch is kind of proving itself to be good. And we just barely won with this. We really, it was super close because, I mean, one little bit of a misinteraction, this, you know, these 2 forts, this isn't a lot. This is very, very minimal. Yeah, we only won by like 400. This is not the greatest victory, so it was very smart, I guess, that we didn't click range. But maybe that's something we need to just try, just to confirm that range is garbage when he already has this kind of stuff going on. Because you would imagine, with all these forts, all this stuff, like, wouldn't you just click range? Like, it's so much value, isn't it? We need to sell something and probably go for some 2 missiles and a and those crawlers. Those crawlers are super key, but those missiles are also super important, I think. So missile here, missile here. No range, which is a problem, but I guess, yeah. Guess we have the range tech now. Let's see how well this does. So the main question is, do forts. Do we want to range forts in like in this kind of sledgehammer versus fort battle? I mean, the sledgehammers have EMP. This is not good. The chaff clear problem is not good on the left. So now it looks like we lose, but I kind of don't understand, why do we lose when we just click like range? Is it just that bad? Is it just like, I mean, I know why we lose is because we click 700 worth of technology that gets disabled, right? That's the reason why we lose. But it seems like, you know, seems like we should still have enough. Like, so with that other 700, we just buy like maybe, you know, 2 more forts, I guess. Or I guess we just buy 1 more fort. Like, I mean, you know, it's about 2 forts worth of money, but, you know, is range really that bad? Holy crap. Like, yeah, this just goes to show how close we were to losing. Yeah, I just wish that, like, next time we play this, like, you know, we kind of remember what we did, because it's kind of going to be hard to, you know, one little misstep by clicking range and we, you know, it all of a sudden falls apart. But I thought that, like, range was the first thing you're supposed to click when you go into Sledgehammer. The only reason I didn't click it was because I had the Typhoons behind, and I didn't want the Typhoons to, like, you know, walk in front and die and then, you know, not have any anti-air. Remember, we got the forts down first and we clicked Rocket Punch instead of the anti-air because, you know, we weren't sure if he was going to commit, really. Once he committed, then we clicked this. So, okay. Let's try to iron that into our mind. Fortress with range. I mean, if you're going into stuff with EMP, like Sledge EMP, do not click range on the fortress if you have mass fortress. I guess the only question that needs to be asked is, do we click Fang production? I think the answer is no, but we just have to find out. So we know, because I've never clicked this Fang production, like, in, I think, a game. So as far as I remember. Let's go for range for sure. Let's get another one of these guys. Now, I think that we have 1 extra compared to before. So maybe this is going to be a little bit of a, it's not going to work so well. We have 200 left over, but we need like 250. We need the flanks for sure. So we have to sell something a little bit more substantial. But we cannot. I think this was a mistake here. Well, let's just restart. Okay. Fang production. And 2 crawler packs. Just like before. 2 missiles. Get our range. 150 left over. Hard to say. Maybe we sell something and just upgrade this one guy. Maybe we sell... it's 300. What do you do with 300? You can click speed, but I don't want to change too much. We're gonna get missile here, right? So why don't we just, like, kind of cheat that a little bit? Just upgrade this guy, and we'll just float to 50. Actually, we do get missiled here, but does the Fang production actually do anything? Like, and what happens if it comes off of cooldown? Does the timer reset? Let's look at this guy. I mean, they're all of our stuff is kind of being EMP'd here. I guess this guy might come off cooldown, right? Or no, there's still stuff shooting at it. Looks like this Fang production almost works here. Interesting. So Fang production works here. Interesting. I'm still like, yeah. So how come Fang production works? Is the question. Like, what is the reasoning behind that? Just go for range here. We definitely want the flanks again. Whether or not they're good, whether or not they're bad, doesn't matter. We're just trying to recreate the same situation. Maybe just sell something less significant. Alright, we're gonna get missiled here, so let's just kind of cheat that a little bit. No speed, no nothing. Alright. I don't think we changed anything here. It's basically the same setup. I just kind of want to watch that again. Looks like the rocket punch actually does a lot. I mean, you're like... You know, it's hitting chaff, but the rocket punch was only activating because of the marksman. Once the tanks get on them, then I think obviously the rocket punch is disabled. So this is temporarily disabled. This is okay. So let's just see here. Okay, so it's still, the thing is still going. If it can get undisabled, then it works. Now, how come we lose now all of a sudden? Did we forget to put down the wasp swarm or something? Like, no, we did the wasp swarm. So what did we even do that was different this round? Out of curiosity, I wonder if this, like, there might be bugs also with this replay system. I have noticed that. So why don't we just like pretend to skip everything? We'll go back to our original. Let's just try to play this out like we did originally. There's no real point in this except for just seeing like is the replay system actually bugged here? And I think this is exactly what we did. Maybe we sold something and we had like an extra missile or something, or I mean, yeah. Personally, I don't really trust the Fang production. Like, they nerfed it too much, I think. And okay, so the rocket punch is doing so much. I think that's indisputable. But the problem is it has to get hit by the marksman. So if it was just purely the tanks, maybe you don't go rocket punch, right? Because of the EMP. So now this is probably playing out exactly like it was in the original game. We might have an extra fort just from a slight difference. Okay. So it was actually what helped us in the original version. Instead of going for the Fang production, the higher levels was just better into, I suppose, allows the forts to tank more. Allows the rocket punch, which is doing 30,000, I guess, in round 2. Well, wait a second. So 15,000. It kills the level 2 sledgehammer. Does not kill the level 3 sledgehammer, but he's only got 2 packs. So yeah, 15,000. That's enough for a level 2. So I think it's just maybe like the additional tanking ability. Like, the more they survive, the more they help themselves survive. So Yeah, I guess the moral is the levels on the forts are more important than the range or the fang production, even when you have like 9 of them. And the reason why is just the pure stats, they cannot get disabled. Obviously, if you went sledges without the EMP, then perhaps the range would be better. I'm not able to test that or confirm, but when you do see sledges with the possibility of EMP, you know he's most likely going to click it because obviously it was amazing. From his perspective, going more wasps is very questionable. I think you start selling out of wasps. That's what I was expecting him to do. Do we go for Elite Phoenix here? No. That would be suicide, right? Into this. Wasp Swarm is probably okay, but maybe not. Like, do we just go factory here? Yeah, I think we just go factory. So do we need every single penny we can afford? Yeah, I think even this is not good. The mobile beacon for the factory may be okay, but we already have a mobile. I mean, we can always get that ourselves. Okay, so let's sell out of, I guess, this. We may want to level everything up, but let's just see about getting the level 2 fort. Definitely want, okay, so we don't have our technology that we need. This is not very good here. So yeah, this is not the kind of fort that we're looking for at all. That being said, is it going to be, can it still be effective? Possibly. I think we want the missiles for sure. And think we want temp range, think we want speed. Where do we position this guy? We know that the high levels are going to be here, so we probably don't want that. We probably want it to be on the kind of like the weaker side. Speed is 10, this speed is 9. Could put it like this, so yeah. Yeah, let's have the fortress tank for all the tanks. And there's no chaff left on this side. On this side, I'm not sure. Like, maybe the war factory can still survive on this side. Yeah. All right. So we win pretty hard there. Out of curiosity, let's see how much we win on this side with the same war factory, same play. Mobile beacon. I don't know. We probably can't afford it. That's the problem. Have to go range. So let's see how it looks here. Missile, everything. Generally speaking, I think I like our positioning on this. I like our positioning on to this not being too far forward, so it's not taking any unnecessary damage. Can it be any further up? I'm not sure. Maybe like this is good. Should it be like this? It's going to go this way. Here, it's going to go this way. Okay. Problem is, we have the chaff on this side, so... That being said, if we could take out the level 4 fort, then it becomes very good. And we do take it out pretty quickly. Still have a half HP. We won by what, 1100? The last go around. Probably similar. Slightly more, but basically the same. Alright, well, fairly obvious. Opponent should have gone War Factory instead of the Wasps. I'm shocked to see how ineffective the Fort Punch is. It's completely countered by the War Factory. And the line of sledgehammers with range and EMP is gonna just kind of neutralizes the forts. It's worse if you click range, obviously. So had I just, had my own technologies, I would have thought, okay, we need to put this all the way on the line and have the armor technology, but that's not the case because we're not tanking for the Phantom Rays. We're just tanking for the sledges and the marksmen. So this is a very good positioning. Could even try in the middle. Let's see, out of curiosity, let's try that. Because I wonder if the middle, like, it pulls everything in. Here it's kind of like too one-sided. All right. Maybe just like this or just like this too. Yeah, so something like this is fine because there is a bit of a bias here. We'll just I mean, try, why not, is dead center okay? Like, I don't know. Is this a little better? Let's just try it like this. Okay, my instinct says slightly to this side because he's got more stuff here. The side forts don't necessarily move towards the center because there's targets in front. Feels like this is maybe better, but it's hard to tell right now. The fort's in the middle. There's nothing in the middle left, so it chooses one side. The other side is still good. All right, slightly more, but nothing worth writing home about. All right, guys. Thanks for watching that pretty lengthy analysis. I think we covered a lot of points. It's very rare for us to play mass forts, but you're very lucky, I guess, to go with the rocket punch. Anti-barrage was also correct. We're lucky that the opponent went more wasps instead of a war factory. Another question is, what if he goes more elite recruit sledgehammers? Like, does that actually work? So I think we continue to skip the wasp swarm just because of the technology. We'll upgrade all these guys, and I think we still get out of this. We might want to go for another technology here. What do we go for? Do we go for like armor-piercing bullets? Probably, right? Because that's devastating. Still want to get rid of this. Should we elite recruit some as well? Borrow. Definitely get the range. Should we elite recruit or not? Is this worth it though? He doesn't have any chaff, so it has to be worth it, right? Okay, so we cannot elite recruit, just get more. Maybe just put them slightly behind. And we're not going to do any shields or anything. We're just going to play this out without any other advantage. Just upgrade these guys, I think. Or just go for the, yeah, let's just upgrade these guys. Maybe float to 50. Not sure how to exactly position this. I wonder if it's better in front. Okay. So there's only one pack of chaff left. We have wasps that could deal with that. Plus, The fire will deal with the their own chaff. So now there's no chaff left. Holy crap! The forts are dropping like flies here. What happened to the level 4 one? Did that just die like instantly? Holy crap! So this is even better than the War Factory by far. Wait, is that because this is bugged? That has to be because it's bugged. Let's put them in front now. Okay, now it's not bugged. I wonder if he was thinking that he could EMP all the forts, so then the wasps could like could clean up. But now at this point, I'm not sure if the if that technology is so good. I mean, was it just the flank that was messing us up? Okay, wait a second. So I'll retract my statement about this armor piercing. It doesn't look like it worked. That's very strange. Like, maybe it's just the flank that just made our ability to deal with the flank worse. Let's do a little bit of cheating. We'll skip. Do this. Continue to missile this, but we'll also missile the flanks. Super cheap, super cheating. Doesn't mean anything, but let's just like say, okay. Or is it mech rage actually? Is it mech rage? I think the mech rage is actually, we can do mech rage without needing to cheat. Yeah, cheating's never good. Should never be cheating in Mechabellum. We'll even position it pretty much the same as before. I think we had it here. Definitely go for this, I think. Maybe upgrade some of these guys. I mean, these guys are doing so much. Okay. Now we have a better chaff clear because of our mech rage. And, you know, we still, you know, do a lot more damage. Damage is like, you know, it's improved by what, like 33%. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. We get to EMP the the forts like faster and more efficiently and quicker. Looks like our one wasp swarm is actually doing quite a bit in the center there. Are these tanks going to be enough here? Actually might, okay. So we still win with this, but we don't win with the armor-piercing bullets. Is there any scenario where we click both, but we don't upgrade? Probably not, right? mean, 1,300, we just don't have that kind of money, right? Do we? I think you definitely want to upgrade, though. This is for sure not going to work, but... just give it a go. Maybe like this. For sure it's not going to work. We also don't have the missile now. Yeah, I mean, the fact that we don't have the missile is just very, very bad. But how much chaff is he, you know, are we really... I mean, maybe, like, the extra DPS is just way too much, maybe. Like, maybe it's just, like, it actually is good. It's not good, right? There's no way it's gonna work. Yeah. Alright, guys. I think that's enough testing. We did find out that Mech Rage kind of works. Armor Piercing, for some reason, doesn't work. I think it's just because of the flank. If you eliminate the flank, I think the Armor Piercing might even be better. Sorry, I'm just so addicted to testing these results. Just to confirm or unconfirm any theories I may have. Like, this has to be the better tech into the forts. Has to be. Because of the, you know, it's got the DPS, right? Uh, 150 left over. Think we just upgrade these guys. All right. Not sure how good the missile is. Okay, it's pretty good. Now we're losing to the Phantom race. All of a sudden. Like, how did that happen? How did, like... Now we're getting cleaned up by the air army. How are the Phantom race still alive all of a sudden? That I kind of just don't understand. So, okay, let's just assume that... it's just not working, right? Yeah. You know what it is? You know what it is? It's slowing down the attack interval, lowers the time to EMP the fortresses. Therefore, the fortresses gets more volleys off on the wasps. Like, for example, this did 2,000. This did 1,000. And the wasps are the only thing dealing with the enemy wasp and the phantom ray. And as a result, the marksman gets tied up on the wasp swarm and the phantom rays instead of the forts, which means the forts just keep surviving and they do so much damage and they kill the sledges. So that's the way I'm seeing how it's working out. So it's also interesting that you generally don't want to click armor piercing bullets, even though it kind of makes sense. This mechanical rage, surprisingly, even though it's less technically better in DPS, is way better because of the EMP. Alright guys, for real now, that's enough. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one.